All right, I played the lotto for 2 weeks, and this is what happened. So basically, I'm in Publix, okay? Which, if you don't know what Publix is a supermarket in the south east region of the United States. Comment below if you've been to a Publix before. And I'm in there, and there's this long line. This is probably a month or two ago. By the time you watch this, maybe 2 months ago, this long line of people standing in line. And I never really play the lotto. I don't know any of the rules of the lotto. I just know my dad played it for probably 20 or 30 years, maybe more. I don't know. Maybe he won 4 numbers a couple times. I don't think he ever won 5, but growing up, I saw my dad playing the lotto, not really winning. But I'm at Publix. I see people standing in line. Well, what's all the hype about? Oh, the Powerball. It's like, I don't know what it was, maybe $1 billion or hundreds of millions of dollars or something. And I'm like, you know what, babe? I think I'm gonna buy a lotto ticket. So, I bought it, and that kind of got the juices flowing a little bit. I didn't win, but I thought, you know what? I have this $135. I had closed one of my accounts, and I had $135 of petty cash in one of these envelopes, and it's just sitting there. And I said, you know what, babe? I'll run this money out, $135. And if I win, awesome, of course. If I don't win, no problem. I wasn't really, that money had kind of just been sitting in that envelope for months, and I've just been like, oh, where should I put it? So okay, I'll try the lotto, right? So we put it in the lotto. Here are the results. Week 1. Now, the way that the lotto is played, and again, I didn't know all this, so I learned this, but it's played basically 3 days of the week. They pull numbers on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Okay, I'm here in Florida, by the way, that this is Powerball. So I started on a Wednesday, okay? So we're just going to, when I say week 1, it's actually Wednesday, Saturday, and Monday was my first 3 that I played. So for that Wednesday game, I spent $10, okay? And I actually won a little bit, which is how they get you. They give you a little bit back. So I think, I don't know, I got a couple numbers or something. So I spent $10. I made $8, so I still lost $2, but the way they get you, you feel like you kind of won something. Okay, well, the next one's going to be closer. The second time I played, in that first week, I spent $10, okay, because it's $2 a ticket. I bought 5 tickets, spent $10, won $7, overall lost $3, okay? And then the final time for that first week, I tried to do a Powerball double play. Okay, so you spend a little more. So instead of $10, you spend $15. Okay, so spent $15, lost $15. So I lost $2, lost $3. That's $5 plus $15. My first week net from playing the lottery was minus 20. Okay, not a good start. However, it pales in comparison to my second week losses. So, even though I lost $20 in that first week, I was still feeling like, well, yeah, but I did win 2 of the days, one back. Even though I lost, I didn't lose as bad. Maybe what I need to do is just, try some more of these double plays, and, oh no, there's something called the Florida Lotto as well. Maybe I should play that as well. So that first week back was pretty bad, okay, because I went all out, okay. I did that first play. I lost a lot of money, okay. In the first day, I did regular 5 numbers or regular 5 tickets plus the double play, plus the Florida Lotto, and I didn't win anything. And so that first day, I lost $35. So you'll remember in the whole first week, I lost $20. And in just that day, I lost $35 for going all out and losing big. Okay. And even though, it's $35, but still, at this point, I started to lose some faith that I was ever going to win the lotto. Okay. Because I went all in. So, you know what? I said, okay, well, let me play another time or two. And, and then, so I played again. This is week 2. You got 3 days in that week. Played the second time, went back to my old days because, well, remember first week I only spent $10 and I won 7 or 8 back, so I'll just go back to that. Spent $10, didn't win anything, lost $10. I'm saying, oh, that hurts. Well, let me try again. The third day, spent $10, won nothing. Now I'm starting to say, I think my lotto trial has reached its conclusion. So I stopped there. So in all, I played 2 weeks. That was my lotto experience. Comment below if you've played and won the lottery and what your experience was. I'd love to hear it. But my experience was week 1, I lost $20. Week 2, I lost 35 the first day and 20 the next 2 days. So 35 plus 20 is 55, plus 20 is 75. So all in all, in 2 weeks, I lost $75. Could have put that into the S&P 500 and it would have grown for me a little bit. So all in all, I lost $75. And I said, okay, I think I'm done losing money. I lost about half of the money, little more than half the money that I had come in with. I didn't go through the full $135 that I had, but I'd gone through enough to realize I don't think this is going to happen for me. I think I'm going to get back to just investing. The thing that gets you with the lotto is that it's such a small amount, right? Especially if you're only playing one ticket. Imagine you just play one ticket a week for 40 years. I mean, one ticket a week is $2, $2. That's what, $8 a month. Well, if you play 3 times a week, then it's 2 times 3 is 6, times 4 is $24 a month, times 12 months. I don't know, you do the math, about $300 a year on lotto tickets. I would rather take that $300 a year and just stick it in the S&P 500. This is not financial advice, but I'd rather just take 10% growth on that. So that is my lotto experience. If you want to know how much YouTube paid me in my having 1,900 subscribers, check out that video right there. Please subscribe, comment below. I love to read your comments. We'll see you in the next video.